The intent of this podcast is for entertainment only. Our stories are based on the opinions and thoughts of ourselves and the research we cite. We encourage you to conduct your own research and form opinions based on your findings. Welcome back for the second time to Conspiracy Happy Hour. I'm Allie.
I'm once again still Dan.
So, obviously, you have no idea at this point, but we just got through about, 5 minutes of recording. We did all the introductions, and then shit got real, and the microphone came unplugged. I couldn't hear him. He couldn't hear me. It was a mess. So we're starting over again.
Yep. We stopped the recording. We couldn't start it again.
I am not going to touch anything this time because I fucked it all up last time.
Yeah.
So, but yes, Conspiracy Happy Hour, we're on episode 19 at this point. Our next episode is another guest episode. It'll be our fourth guest episode so far. So our guest is lined up. He's ready to go. He's still choosing his conspiracies, but I think we'll be fine. We have like 3 weeks. So.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't cancel on us again.
Well, no takesies backsies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know where he lives.
Yeah. Upstairs.
Yeah.
So in true Conspiracy Happy Hour, I actually have vodka this time, just so.
Me too.
Great way to spend a Sunday night.
Oh wait, where's my camera? I'm going to be burping. I'm sorry. Fuego.
Fuego. Is it spicy?
No, it's just fuego.
Which means hot?
Yeah, it's good though. Okay. Thankfully, this is cold. It's not hot.
I know, but there's the brewery near us has like hot watermelon habanero. It's a really, really, really good flavor for a beer. I enjoy it. And it's got the kick in the back of the throat too, which I enjoy. So
that's good. But I've had watermelon beer before and I've never been too much of a fan of it, but I haven't tried that one. I like it.
Yeah, I like the spiciness of it. So definitely going to have to get that one again. There's another brewery in the area that I think is coming out with a pineapple habanero flavor. So that one I want to try as well. But, well, I feel like I was going to say something and now I can't remember. So I'm just like bullshitting for the time being. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. For everybody who is not subscribed to our Instagram, first of all, what are you waiting for? Like, hop on the bandwagon. Just follow us. We're at Conspiracy Happy Hour. But we just hit 1,000 downloads yesterday. So we are so excited about that. Thank you guys, everybody who has listened at all. We appreciate every single one of you, every single download. And we hope you're liking what you're hearing.
Yeah. I know but the last time we recorded, we were like 100 away. And we're like, oh, we'll get it at the next one. And we didn't even start recording the next one.
We surpassed it really quickly. I think the other day we had a lot of downloads, what we're used to in the one day. So it was really nice to see.
It was. It makes us feel happy that it makes you guys feel happy.
Yeah. Dan, I love it. Where'd you get your blue headphones?
They're gray.
What?
They're gray.
They're blue on this screen. They look like blue.
Yeah, they're actually gray, but they're the ones that came with my mic. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Do you have a
I don't know how I did that.
I don't either, but I like it.
Me too.
Surprised me a little bit. I was like, wait.
I thought it was going to replace the ticker at the bottom, but
we got 2 now.
I know, we got 2.
I mean, at this point when we're recording, we have our next virtual happy hour coming up on,
Thursday.
Yeah, but by the time this is actually posted, by the time this has been like last week. So
this has come out. Yeah, you will miss us telling you to sign up for our Patreon so you can join it.
I keep the timing always throws me off on this because we're either way ahead of time or we're way early or whatever. So
yeah, and it doesn't help. February is a short month.
It is. Oh my god!
Because I can't believe that it's over next week. So
it's not leap year, is it? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't pay attention.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but you never know.
That'd be cool if it was. It's not. The calendar. It only says 28 days. So.
Okay, that works then.
We're safe.
So, shall we get into our Mandela effect?
I do, and I hear you have one that we both might not know, so I'm ready.
Well, here's the problem. because it's not from our normal site, I did have to look it up ahead of time in order to figure out what the right answer was.
Mm-hmm.
So I will let you guess this one.
Okay.
And I will be honest, I probably would have guessed right, but even still,
okay,
we'll see what you think. Okay, so Captain Crunch.
I love Captain Crunch.
So good. The peanut butter Captain Crunch.
The peanut butter one.
It's my favorite. It cuts your mouth sometimes though when you eat it, but still.
Yeah, but it's so good.
The milk becomes this like creamy, like sugar. Oh, so good. Anyways,
I digress.
What is the real captain you remember? First of all, do you spot the difference?
I was just trying to figure out what the difference is. He has eyebrows.
Yes, one has eyebrows, one does not.
I was like, the jacket's the same, everything's the same.
It took me a minute.
He looks really weird without eyebrows, so I kind of want to say eyebrows is the real one.
Okay.
Now I'm doubting myself. Yes, final answer. Final answer.
Yes, that is correct. He does have eyebrows. Now, I did look. See, believe it or not, that's not even the Mandela effect, even though to me it is. Sort of. The real one is it like I don't have a good picture as an example because people will not make the box the wrong way. But is it Captain Crunch or Captain Crunch?
Ooh, I think it's Cap'n, right?
Yeah, hyphenated. Well, yeah, hyphenated, but just like short and condensed.
Yeah,
yes,
not spelled out.
Yeah, which that again does look right to me. And the more that I was looking into this one, the more I was noticing some other serial Mandela effects that I'm like, we can use for next time. I think there's like 2 or 3 of them that we haven't done yet.
And we thought we were running out of ideas.
I know, right? I don't think we're ever going to run out of ideas. They may not be as basic as like the Berenstain Bear ones. We might have to do a little bit more research to find some original ones. But I don't think we're ever going to run out of ideas. So,
okay.
Shall we get into it? Do we do our rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Rock, paper, scissors. You look like you want to kill me. Wait a minute.
I think we're delayed.
Okay, I was like, I put mine up first, and then you figured out what you wanted to do.
How about we'll do it and we won't look. We won't look. Like close your eyes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then we'll do it.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And then
1, 2, 3. And then we'll look.
All right. So we start fresh?
We're starting from scratch. Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Rock,
paper, scissors, shoot.
1, 2, 3.
I did paper.
Okay. Ready?
Ready?
We make this so difficult. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, okay, you got it.
Okay, we have our new
that actually
game.
Might work out because when we go to record for our Patreon, it'll kind of flow into it. So,
So mine is a conspiracy.
Okay.
It's one I've never heard of before, and it involves a country.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes, it involves the country of Finland, to be precise. So I'll just dive right into it.
Yeah, I'm like, still have me lost. So
yeah. So the Finland conspiracy states that Finland is not a real country.
Okay.
Not only is it not a real country, but there is actually no landmass there at all, and the space between Sweden and Russia is actually an empty ocean. And that's the picture I have for you. So this is what this conspiracy is saying is Finland.
I'm actually really intrigued on how this one's going to play.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I don't know. I just want to hear what you have to say about this one.
So this is the map of what they believe is actually here. Okay. So like this outline, they're calling an ocean, but it's Sweden.
Everybody who's ever flown to Sweden is probably like, I'm calling bullshit.
There's no water there. Finland was first created sometime during the Cold War between Russia and the West. It was also around this time that environmentalism and the idea of preserving our planet was really taking off. And it is due to both of those things that the two of the main players in Finland conspiracy came to work closely with each other, Russia and Japan. So random. So the Japan-Soviet relations had always been shaky at best, but also incredibly secretive. Even as early as 1925, Japan and the Soviet Union had secret deals with each other regarding fishing rights between the two countries, with the Soviet Union giving up much of its fishing rights to Japan with seemingly no explanation as to why. These secretive treaties and alliances continued right up until just before the fall of the Soviet Union. Gorbachev? I don't know what that is.
He's like their Russian president, whatever they have over there.
He made trips to Japan months before the fall of the Soviet Union, stating the entire time how the relations between them were improving, even when Soviet relations with the rest of the world were worsening. I also thought this was very timely. Mm-hmm. In fact, the entire past 100 years of Japanese-Russian relations bring up many unanswered questions. Why, at the height of World War II, were the battles between these two countries minimal despite being on opposite sides? Why did Japan sign a peace treaty with Russia in 1941, just months before their allies, Germany, went to war with Russia? Why were relations between Japan and Russia always good throughout the Cold War, despite the major geopolitical differences between the countries and close geographical positions that you think would cause tensions? Because they're right next to each other. Mm-hmm. The answer is simple. They shared a common secret, a common asset that worked in both of their favors, and that asset was Finland.
Okay. So they are both supposed to know about the secret, but
they're the perpetrators, or whatever that word is. No, it's not perpetrators, but whatever.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
They're the ones spreading the conspiracy.
Okay.
Because they want Finland to be their thing. Yes, they started it. It is unclear when Finland was first thought up. Some say it was during the Cold War, and others say it was as far back as the 1920s. But the necessity of Finland is quite simple. Japan can fish in the region of ocean between Sweden and Russia without worrying about environmental repercussions. After all, nobody's going to expect fishing regulations to be broken in a place where everyone thinks there's a landmass. And in return, Russia gets a percentage of the fish to distribute amongst their populace. It's a simple case of fishing the Finnish Sea, transporting it across Russia. That was the real reason for the construction of the Trans-Siberian Railway, and then shipping it from the eastern Russian coast to Japan under the disguise of Nokia products.
Like
the phone, yeah.
Okay.
This is why Nokia is the largest Finnish company, and it is also why Japan is the largest importer of Nokia products, despite the fact that very few people own Nokia phones in the country.
Finnish as in Finland people?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, no, and it's also saying that they import all these Nokia phones, but no one in Japan has Nokias. That kind of thing, too.
Okay.
It's kind of a short conspiracy, but I thought it was really interesting.
My thing is there's an airport in Finland, right? People fly and go to vacation in Finland. So, I don't understand how that makes sense, but...
Well, let me tell you about it, Allison.
Preach. Go for it.
So, what about the Finnish people? Are they all in on the conspiracy as well? No, people from Finland genuinely believe they are from Finland. In reality, they are from small towns in the eastern part of Sweden and the western part of Russia, or the northern part of Estonia.
Oh.
So all of the countries surrounding the ocean.
There.
Yeah. Okay, what about Finland's other exports other than Nokia? Finland's three biggest and three most well-known areas of industry are oil, tech, and software. The oil is gathered in offshore platforms where the rest of us believe the landmass of Finland is. Again, the Japanese get to avoid rigging regulations in this respect. The tech companies have already been explained above with Nokia, and software companies can easily redirect their IP addresses through the Finnish Sea. As for other Finnish exports, this was kind of funny, claiming Santa comes from your country isn't a real viable way to get people to believe in it. I thought that was funny. What about Helsinki? This goes back to what you were saying. Helsinki's a very big country.
Okay.
I mean, Helsinki is the capital, I believe. And I'm sure it has a very large airport or something in it. Yeah, what about Helsinki? That is an enormous city in Finland. Helsinki is actually located in eastern Sweden. It's not like the people flying there would even notice. What about everywhere else in Finland? There's a lot of it, and it couldn't all be made up. 99% of Finland is forest. A lot of it doesn't need to be accounted for when addressing Finnish geography. Why do other countries go along with it? At first, it was a sign of goodwill between Western countries and the Soviet Union, a bargaining chip that could be played. But Finland has since evolved to something much more, an idealistic placeholder for what countries should aspire to. No real country could be so consistently placed first in education, healthcare, gender equality, literacy rates, national stability, the least corrupt government in the world, freedom of the press. It keeps going on.
It's placed number 1 in all of those categories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Finland is supposed to be an amazing place to live.
Yeah, I was going to say, why do more people not live there if it's that great?
Yeah, well, because it doesn't exist. It's a giant ocean.
Go.
It's a concept for these countries and people to aspire to. But that's where the problem about Finland's existence are disputed. No country in the world can possibly be that good. Why is it named Finland? The country was originally made for fishing. What do fish have? Fins. I was like, I don't think that's what it was.
I don't think that's a great,
I'm pretty sure it was named after the people, like the Finnish people. What do I know?
Fish have fins.
What about the Finnish language? And it says, look up the similarities between Japanese and Finnish. It may surprise you how similar they are, which is weird considering the vast distance between them. I don't think that's true either.
What, the similarities?
Yeah, they don't even sound the same.
No. But I mean, even still, they're countries that are right next to each other, so they are going to have some similarities. I mean...
Yeah.
We can still sort of understand, English people can kind of understand, what they're saying in Spanish, because they have, certain,
we borrow words, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't even think they have, the same root language, I
don't know.
But whatever. But yeah, so it was a short little conspiracy, but
Where
that's
did you hear that one?
My one source is Reddit.
Okay.
But it was, the article I found was a recent, or thread I found was a recent one, but it was a repost of an older one. But so I guess it's been around for a little bit, but I just discovered it doing the research, looking for a new one. And I was like, this is actually kind of interesting, but weird.
Yeah. Well, the shorter ones too are usually ones that many people have not heard of yet. So there's not a whole lot of information on it. So when you cover a shorter one, most listeners or myself included have not heard of it yet. So it is a fun one to cover.
But yeah, that is my little conspiracy of Finland doesn't exist.
Interesting. I wonder if there's any sites that do have any more information on it, or if chatbot would be able to give more information on it or something like that.
He's like, no, it doesn't.
No, they're finished.
They're literally finished.
So
their buildings are dead.
So yesterday, side note, but yesterday Dan and I went to go see, what was it called? Ant-Man.
Yeah, we saw the latest Ant-Man movie.
Yes. And I'm not a superhero person at all. I don't know Marvel. I don't know DC. But I actually really enjoyed that one. It was really cute. So
it was. And good. The one line, we won't spoil anything, but the one off-liners from the random people are the best part of the movie.
Yeah. The not the main character, just the comic reliefs in the movie.
Oh, they were great.
Oh, it was so funny. Oh my God, I'm still laughing. The thing is, they're very predictable lines. We knew what was coming, but it's still...
They were still funny.
They were really funny.
Yeah, the one I even said out loud before them, and I still laughed when they said it.
Yes. We both... I was going to say it, and then I'm like, oh, Dan's got it. That's 100% what it is. But let me share mine. Mine's a little bit more well-known. I decided to more so go with commercials and logos there. So let me, first of all, my conspiracy is subliminal advertisement. So yes, there's a lot of Disney movies and things like that that have subliminal ads. Well, not even ads, but just hidden words,
placement,
hidden meanings. Yes, I decided that I was not going to cover movies, things like that, because a lot of them, believe it or not, are Disney movies. And I know we have a guest that we want to come on, and he's going to discuss Disney in general. So I kind of wanted to stray from any Disney talk until we can get some information from him.
Yay.
But yeah, so we will have a Disney episode coming up. But let me go over some of the stuff that I found I thought was very interesting. So I did use a lot of sources on here. I did not just use Reddit. I have psychologistworld.com, businessinsider.com, audionetwork.com, sharethis.com, and of course, BuzzFeed.
It's good then, if it's a BuzzFeed.
Yeah, of course, it's 100% facts. All right. So now I know I can't say this word right, so you're going to hear me say it like 3 different times throughout this conspiracy, but subliminal, right?
Yeah.
Advertising.
Yes.
It's going to be a shit show, I'm telling you. It is used by advertisers of images and sounds to influence consumers' responses without their being conscious of it. It might be a sound inaudible to the conscious mind, but audible to the unconscious or deeper mind. Or it might be an image transmitted briefly and unperceived consciously and yet perceived unconsciously, which sounds so confusing, but basically it's when the deeper mind can pick up on sounds and images that your conscious mind cannot. So these are often put into songs, films, or advertisements, and they can be used to enhance the persuasiveness or convey something else entirely. These ads use various colors, shapes, and words that enable customers to make small but powerful associations between the brand and an intended. I want to go into a little bit of like history of where all of this started. So, the birth of subliminal advertising, as we know it, dates back to 1957, when a market researcher named James Vicari inserted the words "eat popcorn" and "drink Coca-Cola" into a movie. The words appeared for a single frame, allegedly long enough for the subconsciousness to pick it up, but it was too short for the viewers to be aware of it. The subliminal ads supposedly created an 18.1% increase in Coke sales and a 57.8% increase sales in popcorn.
Oh, wow.
But I thought that was insane because
that is cool.
Because I mean, like, this is the first known thought of it, but like, I mean, right there in the study itself, I mean, popcorn alone, they like
everyone just gets up out of the movie theater and goes buy popcorn.
Crazy. That's what I'm like, because I mean, even if that's how they do it, like, I don't really know how movies were at the time. Like, did you have to leave the theater completely in order to go buy popcorn? So there are 3 primary styles of the subliminal advertising. So there is backmasking, which is used in audio recordings, and it features a voice recording played backwards on a track or a recording that plays forward. So like if you've ever listened to a record or whatever, and then you decide to play it backwards and it's got the hidden meanings. Now there's a lot of songs. There's a lot of songs that have this, and I think the Beatles, they have a couple songs. I decided I was not going to cover this as much because I do not want to get
possessed.
Well, no, but I don't want to play music on here that we don't have rights to play.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Shut down quickly. So the second is subaudible messaging. Subaudible messaging is inserted into other audio, like a song or an interview recording. These messages are usually much lower volume than the primary audio, making them subtle yet still there. Although the volume of these messages is too low to consciously hear, the listener's brain will still likely store them in their subconscious memory, allowing them to pull from that information. And then, which is probably one of the most popular types, it is the subvisual messaging. One of the more common types of subliminal messaging is subvisual messaging, which happens in TV, print, and other visual ads. This form of messaging shows subtle visual cues to viewers, like a hidden message within a logo or a small image tucked away within another image. Again, they're usually so small or quick that you don't even realize you're looking at them, but your brain still stores the information.
So is that one kind of the same thing as like product placement?
I would think so. Yeah, probably.
Like there's that. It sounds a little more
yes and
like
no.
the way you're describing it. It sounds like it's a little more hidden than just like a Pepsi can over on the counter.
Product placements, you're watching a movie, you see a can of Pepsi and you're like, oh, this is something that's hidden within the image that you really don't pick up on consciously.
Like Lion King, it says sex.
Yes. Yep, that's a perfect example. There's Little Mermaid has like, I think the penis on the box or whatever it is. But like I said, I try to stray away from Disney movies just because I want our guests at the one point to cover it. So I am going to share an image right now, which I thought was a really, really good depiction of how our subconscious mind works. Now, this is an image that I found online. So if you look at it, this is our conscious mind up here, which is the iceberg. And then our subconscious mind is down below. So you can see the picture of the subconscious mind is the same as an iceberg with far more of its mass below the surface than above. As the subconscious or intentional aspect of your mind represents around 90% of your total brain function. It's clearly way more powerful than your conscious mind when it comes to processing information. So you have like a 10-90% split, which is crazy. You're only,
it is like crazy.
Picking up on 10% of the world. 90% you don't even realize you're picking up on, which is insane math. But let's just say, I didn't even read this yet, but subconscious is able to process 20,000 bits of information simultaneously, while the conscious can deal with 7 + 2 bits of information at a time.
That seems crazy because I can barely process one thing during the day.
I know. But I guess you think about it, you're like, oh, I hear that noise. I'm still answering an email. So
yeah, it's like driving.
Yes.
I think I've heard before driving, like the way that your brain is, that's why you get so tired driving, because like you're on constant alert.
Yeah.
And you're looking at all things in different directions. You're trying to drive straight. You're trying to look this way, that way, this way.
Yeah, that's a perfect example right there. But you can only pick up on 7 things, so you better hope that like.
So once you get that 8,
that's what happens.
You're off the road.
Boom.
That's when accidents happen,
right? So now, Dan, I pulled up a bunch of images. I will let you try to guess first.
Okay.
Some of these are not so subtle, even though like there's subliminal advertising technically, but I mean, some of them you can kind of pick up on. Looking at an image, you may not though. Okay. All right. So my first one is Tostitos. So Dan, what do you think is the message in here?
Well, I see two people dipping chips in salsa.
Yep. Yeah, this one's an easier one.
I've never noticed that before, and I buy Tostitos all the time.
And that's the thing. It's
that's so cool.
Does the logo make you hungry? Because look at the people sharing chips and salsa.
Yeah, it's so cool.
So that's a very popular one. Some of them, this next one is very popular as well. Don't mind Jennifer Lopez over here.
Or this woman just not wearing a bra.
So this is where we're focused. What the hell is that?
Life after birth, intimate photos show postpartum journeys of celebrity. I guess we have to screen these before we share them. I do know this FedEx one, by the way. I've seen it. I've done.
Oh, dear God. Okay.
I know the FedEx one. It's an arrow.
There we go. Yes.
Yeah.
I kind of like this one though. Look, I figured it out. Like this particular photo that I found.
Mm-hmm.
It is FedEx. It has an arrow. So if you can't see the arrow yet, there's your arrow. Isn't that cool? Mm-hmm. I feel so fancy.
I never noticed that either until probably a couple years ago.
Well, the arrow itself is what is the actual subliminal messaging. Now, the arrow is supposed to represent moving forward at a quick speed. The efficiency level is in a forward motion. Now, I've always been taught, too, that if you look between the E and the D, you have right here a little measuring spoon. And I don't think that's intentional. I just think that's what happens with the letter E. But yes, this arrow was intentional. So
Yeah, well, they need to change their logo because they suck.
So do all the other advertisements. All right, and the next one on my list, Dan, if you do not know this one, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Okay, I'm ready.
We have Baskin-Robbins. Now, this is the old logo right here, and this is their new logo right here.
Oh, I didn't even know they changed it. It's ugly.
I didn't know I didn't know until I was researching that they changed it. But what is the message within this?
Oh, it's 31 flavors, right?
31, yes. So they highlight the 31. There's 31 flavors of ice cream that they offer at a given time. Very easy, but you can see it in the old logo right here in the pink, and then in the new logo, it's still pink.
It's ugly.
Different font. I don't love it. Yeah.
Why is it? I guess it's like chocolate and strawberry, but still. It's
but I mean, the font that they chose is horrible. Like, give
makes
me the
angry.
original.
I hate it.
I don't know. Yeah, Baskin-Robbins, the logo introduced in 2005 cleverly uses the company's initials to advertise the number of ice cream flavors. All right, and my next one, I don't even know if you know what this candy is. My aunt used to buy it for us every year for Christmas. Have you ever heard of the Toblerones?
Yeah, I've never actually eaten one, but I've heard of them.
They're actually quite good. There's little toffee bits within the chocolate, and then you break it off. Like, you break off little triangles. It's really cool. But can you see something hidden in this logo? I'm not going to tell you what it is, but all you have to do is see if you can see something. It represents something.
There's a bear in the mountain?
Yes. So right here, you can see that its logo wants to take us to the Alps, the origin of their chocolate. Through the image of the mountains, they wanted to bring you to the Cerrivo Mountain, the fifth highest peak in the Alps. But if you look closely, you can see the bear right here, which tells us even more about the origin, which comes from Borina, which is the town that this chocolate was produced in.
Bears really like chocolate.
So do I. So here is another logo that we are all very familiar with. Amazon. Do you know what they're doing with the Amazon logo, the subliminal messaging? Have you ever heard of it, or do you know what it is? It looks like a little smile here.
Yeah, I always assumed it was just a smile, but let me think.
It's actually extremely clever.
Is it? Oh, I'm not going to get it then. Is it similar to FedEx with moving?
Sort of.
Because they started out not in shipping, but then they became
I will give you a
shipping
hint.
company.
Do you want a hint?
Yes, please.
This is not a smile. This is an arrow.
Oh, okay. I got it. I got it.
Well, what is it?
They have everything from A to Z.
There you go. Yeah. Yep. You can get anything off of Amazon from A to Z. Literally, you can get anything.
It is clever.
You can get.
I know. I just put
massagers, vibrating massagers.
Swiffer Wet Jet, which I just put in my Amazon cart.
I get hair products and stuff. I buy clothes all the time, underwear. You can buy lingerie on there. Did not know that. I've tried it before. It's not the greatest. But anyways, this one is my favorite, and I did not realize this until I started doing all of the research. So the next one that I have on my list is Beats. Do you know what is within this logo? Subliminal advertising.
Is it the logo itself and not the word Beats?
It's the logo itself. Yeah, the little.
Does it look like the headphone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a man's head with the headphones. This is the strap that goes over his head. I had no idea, but the more I'm looking,
it's funny because that's what I wasn't envisioning a man with headphones. I was imagining the little bud, just the bud itself.
Oh yes, I always just thought it was like a bee within a circle. But yeah, the bee in the Beats logo is meant to look like someone is wearing headphones. And I had no idea.
There's a cat butt on screen.
Oh yeah, Piper. It's not mine this time. I don't even know where mine are.
You want to say hello, Pipe?
You can't see her. There she go. Hi, Piper.
She has things.
Oh my god, I can hear her. She's purring into the microphone.
Be gone.
All right. Okay, my next one, because I am very familiar with this company, but Cisco. Cisco is an IT company. They are manufacturer of things like APs and all things for your house. Well, not just houses, but for commercial buildings, networking wise, as far as like your wireless antennas, things like that. So, what is the messaging? I'm not even going to go as far as subliminal advertising. There is a meaning behind this logo, other than like.
I'm guessing it has to do with the lines.
Okay. You probably will never guess this one, to be honest.
I'm trying to think. Because my first thought is their little antennas or like signal strength.
Yes, well, that's what it's supposed to represent. It's supposed to represent electromagnetic waves.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like a sound, like if you're listening to music, like those little visualizers, that's what it looks like.
Right. But then there is a deeper meaning.
Oh.
Yeah.
The deeper meaning is
and like
that's how
said,
you spell Cisco in computer code.
I mean, that's a good guess, but no.
What's the deeper meaning?
So, this company was... There we go. This company...
Oh, is that the bridge?
Yes.
The San Francisco, the Bay Bridge.
Yeah.
Right when you said that, this company, I was like, oh, they're from San Francisco. That's right.
They are. They're a San Francisco company. So this is meant to model after the San Francisco Bridge.
That's so cool.
Right? I thought that was so neat looking.
That is cool.
All right. And then I have one more on my list. I don't have it right down in front of me, but it's a very popular one. So have you ever heard of the SFX magazines? It's like sci-fi.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. This is just literally all of their magazines up onto a search page. Now, one thing that is very popular with subliminal advertisement is sex. Sex sells. Now, the logo is SFX. But if you look at the placement of heads in every image, that's Rolling Stones. I don't know why that's up here. There is a head that's blocking the bottom of the F. So in every magazine, it looks like it's sex magazine.
Wow.
There's a head. They place the head in the most specific spot. And I've always noticed that one. I wonder if they have, let's see, SFX magazine logo. That's it by itself.
Yeah, it looks different.
Right, yeah. But when you have the little head, I mean, even the logo itself right there, it looks like it's saying sex. Like, you know that you're connecting that line in your head. Sex sells. All right.
That's cool.
So that's just another little one. All right, what's on to next? Now, this one I thought was really interesting. I don't have anything written down on this. Is just, it's kind of like the psychology of colors. So there is a reason that images are the colors that they are, because certain colors mean different things in your head. So if I pull this up, this is kind of like a color chart. So like red induces appetite and is often used by fast food chains, creates a sense of urgency. Let's see, blue is preferred by men, associated with peace, water, and reliability. Green associated with heaven, tranquility, nature. These are just some random ones through here. Purple is royalty. Yellow and orange, increased cheerfulness and optimism, so on and so forth. Now, down here at the bottom, big corporates that use some of these colors. So you can see McDonald's. They use yellow and red. So the yellow and the red are actually most appealing to children themselves. And then if you think back to up above, red increases appetite. Yellow is cheerful. So they're literally the perfect colors for McDonald's logo. Then you have Starbucks. The mermaid logo actually stimulates customers' association with nature. Green is a brand. It's the only top global brand which uses green as its primary. And then it's the relaxing, using the green promotes a sense of relaxation, inviting customers to take a coffee break and de-stress. And then if you look down here too, I thought this was kind of cool. I don't know how easy it is to read. Let's see if I can enlarge it any. So these are different logos that use the different colors. So optimism, clarity, warmth. You can see UPS is on there. Subway, Shell, IKEA, Best Buy, Hertz, McDonald's. Oh, do you remember AOL?
Yeah, AOL. RIP.
Oh my goodness. And then blue, it's a sense of trust, dependability, strength. So we have like Lowe's, Dell, JP Morgan, a lot of the high-end Walmart, IBM, Facebook. a lot of the big name companies. Purple is used for imagination wise. So you have like sci-fi on here. Barbie is pink, I thought, not purple, but okay, we'll give it to them. Taco Bell, Hallmark, Cadbury. I just thought this was really cool because it's kind of nice to see like peaceful growth and health right there. You got Animal Planet, Tropicana, more like nature-esque logos, excitement, and bold.
It's the most natural product of them all, Monster Energy drink.
Yeah, actually, that's another conspiracy in itself, Monster Energy drink.
Oh, I never heard that one.
Oof. Okay, I won't give it away now.
Write it down.
Later. Make it note. Okay, now this next one I thought was really cool. This is sort of like a little quiz that I'm going to give you.
Okay.
And I want to see how good you are at picking up on subliminal messaging. So, right here, this is you don't have to worry about it. But do you see any subliminal messaging within this image?
Yeah, the bubbles say Coke.
Okay. I did not realize, yes, but right here, if you look down, it says Coke. And I did not know that one until I actually looked it up. Mm-hmm. So who knows, maybe you'll do good with here. Okay. All right. So what product is using sex to grab your attention? Now, I thought I was so smart. I thought I picked up on this right away. I'm like, oh, it's a hidden word. You're not going to be able to see it.
Well, it's the bread, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, it's the bread. So let's say if you click the bread, you got a giant penis. Yeah. Now, I am like over here, like you can't really see it from where you are, but like I'm like over here looking close to the image. I was like, oh, that.
You're trying to find a tiny word.
I was like, oh, that looks like that's an X in the cutting board, and then this one looks like an E. I bet that says sex in the cutting board. I clicked cutting board, and that was wrong. Okay. So, what sort of beverage can this can subtly be persuading you to drink? This one, I still don't see it, to be honest. I don't know. I didn't click on it.
I mean, it's a
silver can. The ice. Let's see. So you have seltzer water, alcohol, or sugary.
Can you go back up to it?
Yeah.
I'm like trying to look at it.
I don't know this one. I did not look up this one ahead of time.
I'm just going to say beer, like alcohol. Okay. Like a nice cold drink.
Yeah, I was going to say either alcohol or seltzer water. So we'll go with alcohol. Beer. Oh, shit. Does it say beer? Okay. B right here.
Oh, yeah. E, I could see that. I could see that R. E and the other E, but I was like, they can't be real words.
I thought I saw a B when I was looking at this before. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that could be an E. I still could not figure it out. So, okay. That's kind of cool. All right. Cool. Next one. Take a look at this image of a presidential candidate and imagine is this image trying to gain your trust and support for this candidate, or is it trying to portray the candidate negatively? Trust your instincts. So personally, I feel like he's trying to portray the candidate negatively, and only because of the way he has his finger pointed. Mm-hmm. I don't know this one, like I said, but that's my guess.
A part of me wants to say negative as well, just because of his finger. But others, I'm like, there's a red and blue microphone. So Democrat and Republican.
I don't know.
I think with negative because of the finger.
Okay. Oh, shit. There's a lot of stuff in here. Lies, rat. No. Let's check it.
I don't see any of that.
No, I don't either.
I don't even... That shape looks more like a seahorse than a snake.
I don't even see a snake, really. Well, I guess like if you go like here.
There are so many negative messages, including the words lies, rat, and no, in addition to the snake next to the candidate. I don't see those at all.
Let's try to zoom in, maybe. I mean, I still don't see it.
I see nothing.
Yeah. I guess we're the ones who sit in the theater watching a Disney movie, reading the word sex unknowingly.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what am I trying to advertise in the image below? Drinking champagne or flying on a plane? I'm like staring at the wood to see if I see anything, but I don't see anything down there. Like this might be something right here.
I'm just going to go with champagne.
Oh, wait. Is this... Do you see it in the window? See how it's kind of got the like... I think it's at an N. Do you see that?
I'm trying to move around.
Oh.
Burgers. I think it's champagne.
Looks like an E. E-N. I'm going to go with champagne too, to be honest.
It's just front and center.
Yeah, I feel like the plane, it could have been like anywhere. All right, all right. Drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says drink.
Where?
So right here is an I. Like, you have to look very closely. See the N, see the back of the N, and then it goes this way, and then up.
I don't see it. Maybe
it's see.
I was gonna say maybe because I'm looking at it being shared.
I'm looking at it on the screen that I'm sharing, and I can still see the N slightly, but only because I also don't use glasses or contacts. So if you're using glasses or contacts, it made me a lot more difficult to see. All right, which of these fast food burgers is subliminally presenting itself as a really good deal? All right, I can tell you I know which one it is. Like, let me zoom in because I'm seeing hidden images. Here's the one. And then here's the other. Do you see right here?
I do. Is that money?
It looks like $1 or something.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I'm going to say it's this one, B.
I'm going to guess that one too.
Okay. Ah, we got five correct. Yeah, it's $1 here, here. So it's cheap. I don't know though.
I would have never seen that.
I
guess that's the point.
Yeah. I was just picking up. I had a feeling it would be something to do with the lettuce because this lettuce was do you see how like the lettuce kind of looked blocky here?
It did, yeah.
And then here it was just like
it's fine. It's regular lettuce.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just saw it within the lettuce. At first, I thought I saw something in the pickle right here, but I guess not. Cool.
We did it.
We got all 5 correct. Look at that. We're smart cookies. All right. So now I know you and I are going to be working on another BuzzFeed quiz. So we are doing that on our Patreon, though. If you want access to watch us take the other quiz, which I think we are going to be doing which cocktail we are. Yeah. So that will be linked on our Patreon. If you are not already, we'd love for you to subscribe. Like I said, we have a happy hour they're going to be doing Thursday night, which at the time of this gets posted, happy hour will be over, but we do it every other month. So we would love for you to join and be part of our happy hour with us.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing you online with a drink.
Yep. We have a couple dedicated members at this point who's been a part of the happy hour from the beginning, so we can't wait to see them. But yeah, like I said, if you're not already, subscribe to our Patreon. We'd love to have you. We have a Discord for any Patreon member that we post in. We've been posting some BuzzFeed quizzes, things like that we do after hours. Make sure you are following us at Conspiracy Happy Hour on our Instagram page. We do have a Facebook page too that kind of gets the same information as the Instagram. My cat's about to do a superhero jump in front of my face. But yeah, follow us on all social medias. If you have not yet, we'd love for... What are you doing?
Just making faces.
Is there like a mirror over there by you?
No, I'm looking at myself. Anyways, subscribe.
Subscribe if you would. We would love for you to review our podcast on whatever social media or platform you listen on. It'll really help us out in the ratings. And that's about it. We hope you listen to the next one. Please, we're starting to think of we have a couple left that we need ideas for that are bigger ideas. So we want to cover them together. But if you have any smaller little conspiracies or cult stories or anything like that, please share with us. You can message us directly on Instagram. We're usually pretty good at getting back to you. That's all I have, though. What do you think, Dan? Anything?
Nope.
Okay.
That's it. Just, yeah.
Sounds good.
The best way to keep up to date with our news is Instagram. So
yeah,
make sure you're subscribed there.
Yep.
And that's how you'll get the latest and greatest of us.
Our new episodes, we always post when we're doing those. Unfortunately, it's been the day after for the past couple, just because we're both back in the office now.
We busy.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you guys all for tuning in again to another episode of Conspiracy Happy Hour, and we will see you all next time. Bye. Cheers.
Bye. Cheers.
Thank you for listening to Conspiracy Happy Hour. Be sure to listen, follow, and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. Have a spooky story, conspiracy, or weird encounter that you would like to hear read in a future episode? email your story to conspiracyhappyhour@gmail.com and follow the show on Instagram and Facebook at Conspiracy Happy Hour. This podcast is produced and edited by Geckos Media and is part of the Geckos Media Network. Interested in starting your own podcast and not quite sure where to begin? Visit Geckos Media and sign up for a free one-on-one consultation today. Until next time, bye!